Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and apparently we have a traitor in our midst. Wanted Bolang. Okay. Can you guys leave so we can Wait, what? Who's Bayo? Can you guys leave so we can Who the hell is Bayo? I mean, if we're talking about Benora, let's just say that that guy's a piece of shit. So, I mean, he's literally taking Remedy's copyright. So maybe not him. I'm assuming Ivan or helping Hans or anyone. But hey, maybe even Greyshot 117 here. Stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time. We have Baby Cross, Tim, Prodigy, and oh boy, some weird name. We're calling you LED because I'm just gonna say LED. So this is a 2v2 on Rails and Metal. Let's double check their rank real quick. Oh, we have some top tier players here. And oh, by the way, I kind of seek this out on switch2.org. After a terrible game, I'll go over there for like a deep cleanse of myself because I can't. Look, I thank you to everyone submitting the replays, and I highly recommend it. But I literally went through 4 replays, and I literally broke on the last one because it was just bad enough. I think that'll be. No, I'm not going to put it on Christmas. It'll probably be 2 days on after Christmas because I'm going to stream majorly on Christmas. But, of course, it already happened by the time it's released. But in any case, yeah, this is a 2v2. We'll see how things go. Let's see. We got 2 Soviet, an OKW, and a Vermach. Hopefully these guys can play, you know, a lot better than the last game I did. Although I have a sneaking suspicion. But anyway, Stern Pioneer's trying to keep it. Now, they can't get in this building, I'm assuming, because they don't want to get satcheled. Even though they don't have enough munitions yet. But again, maybe that's the reason why they're not trying to jump in just yet. Okay, he just got in. Pinos also can use that heavy cover to at least keep fighting that. Though if these other squads come in and flank, that would be a major issue. Middle is currently gone to the Germans as well. They capture that point. In the far right, we got the MG with Pinos flanking around. Grenadiers pushing in for heavy cover. Pinos, now again, I can see why they were trying to go Pinos, heavier infantry, try to overwhelm the MG itself. Unfortunately for him, the Grenadiers with most likely will overwhelm the Pinos, and the MG can just keep retreating backwards. Oh, that's a bad spot. Oh, damn it. And we don't have enough for a satchel, so he's essentially bluffing. So, you know, I feel like we're doing pretty well. I feel like he's doing pretty well, pushing that guy back. Most likely, since he doesn't have any MGs, these Grenadiers should be able to move up and take this territory. And really, without much resistance, even getting the fuel. Even if he sends additional penal troops, as long as he's pretty good with his micro and watches for it and can set the MG, he should be fine. More penal troops fighting in mid. Should be able to take it back as far as I can see. There are some Volk squads, a nice job laying a mine right on a crossroad location, so they can't push up too much with armor or something. But, you know, we'll see how things go. But, anyway, right now with the Penals, again, they also come with, a scout car. And the scout car can be pretty effective, except for one small thing. If these guys get a building out, which they do, and they get it upgraded, which I'm assuming they're probably going to deploy it very shortly, they'll get the Panzerfaust. So that could be a major issue, you know. As with the OKW, though with the German player, aka the Vermach player, they automatically get Panzerfaust abilities, so you really have to watch out with light armor with him. Penal's playing defensively. We have more troops coming on up, most likely trying to hold back a lot of these guys, so I'll see how that goes. Right now, we have an MG that got healed, and again, a medic bunker to heal his infantry, very nice. Oh, he's placing the medic in near his base, cool. So he'll be able to heal his guys and be right back on the front pretty damn quick. Penal's on standby. I guess trying to move in for that heavy cover while they hold back the Volk squads. More Volks coming in. We also have medical supplies going down to heal his troops on the front. Very nice. Again, back going into the fight without much resistance. Wow, this guy really likes support guns. And this guy really likes guard troops. So it looks like they both have something they really enjoy. Mine right here, so if the scout car pushes on up, it'll probably explode. On the far right, we have the Grenadiers and MG. Most likely the penal troops pushed on up, but they're counterattacking. Though, from what I can tell, they're coming in multiple directions, so that MG will probably have some issues. Also, the shrub right there might block. No, actually, it doesn't block bullets. I guess that's a fair point. They just fire through. Hold the line, penals. Hold the line. In any case, Stern Pioneers, once again, still doing so. Volk squads finally have to pull on back, but though he has another squad just healing up and grabbing the fuel. Far right, the allies have gotten the fuel, and looks like the squads over here are doing battle. The Pioneer squad should win. Yep, as long as they get in cover and it doesn't glitch out on them. Though, the reinforcements coming in. Why'd you get the double engineer? Interesting. We also have Baby Cross going guard mortar. Okay. I could see that working with penals. Again, button the unit and then getting close. T-3045 is pretty good with marked target. We'll see what the enemy goes. Absolutely. We'll see what the enemy goes. More Grenadiers coming in, being upgraded, so very nice. We increased their attack power. We got a scout car moving on in to help out the infantry. Right now, like I said, he moved with the Volk squads in that building. So, honestly, he's still doing pretty damn well. They're kind of just holding this point as is. And honestly, they're winning the game. If they send one troop to grab this, it would be even better. But they have 2 victory points. They have majority of the fuel, if not, again. So, it's like, bravo Germans. Although we can see here, flamethrower unit moving on in. That did push them back. It looks like it was pretty damn effective. Nice job getting out of there because it's like, I'm not dealing with that. We don't have a sniper yet. I'm actually curious to see if he'll deploy that. But we do have a lot of frontline infantry, which are swarming on the left right now with penals and guards moving on in. I don't think he'll be able to hold this sector, honestly. Even with the half-track, we'll see. Because the guard troops will open fire. Now, if he opens fire on this thing, it kills the unit inside. Like, it kills. Oh, nope. There we go. See, he should have retreated. Or he should deploy smoke. There we go. Okay, deploy in the smoke. There we go. That way, again, if it does get close, you can activate the fire ability to open fire and kill it. He damaged to... Oh, why are you backing the fuck up? That's very risky. If he gets into PTRS rifle or something, he just fires like a couple shots. Yep, like that. There goes your main engine. Nice grenade. Push back the MG. And... yeah, they're pushing on in. They've managed to advance and knock out the Germans on the left. I like how both doing question marks. Like, what? It's like, yes, he fired the PTRS rifle through and killed it. Or its main gun. Press retreat. Well, apparently not fast enough. But in any case, no. Sometimes you press retreat and it doesn't work. It's maybe it's like you think you pressed it or something along those lines happen. Also, as a Christmas miracle, I think some would say, Atlas was released as a buggy mess. Holy fuck. And Fallout 76 is like, oh my god, yes, take all the blame and attention away from us, please. Oh, I know the developers behind Ark have a bunch of legal issues, which is why they charge DLC. It's like, okay, you know, it's fine. But the fact that Atlas is literally a reskin of that of like Ark is like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you dumb? You just sacrificed all goodwill you possibly had, and I don't understand why you'd release a game in that buggy, shitty mess. Congratulations, you just possibly fucked up your launch. Anyway, AT gun opening fire on the scout car. Sorry, but the other scout car is like, hey, we got this guy. Unfortunately, the Soviets realized the hard way their armor's not as great, and now are on the full retreat. Though he's a lot of troops. However, we do have over here, we have Lead kind of counterattacking. Nice grenade kind of pushing that heavy cover as he advances. Across the board, taking over quite a number of pieces of territory. Get some shots as they retreat as well. Really good movement with the half-track. Again, you can see here he's really microing it to kind of keep up his game. And as you can see, they have the entirety of the front line on his side back under his control. So, good job recovering from that counterattack, especially with less troops, because again, he had a lot more. But again, that's also you can surmise of like him kind of coming over to help, when in actuality he should have probably laid defenses and been more prepared over here. Interesting mine placement, though. I think a little bit further up would be great, like a mine by the cover or something. I know he's pushing up now, and oh wow, he stole the MG34. Even better, but we'll see how things go. Meanwhile, on the far right, we got Germans preparing a counterattack. Again, we have a small Soviet win over here, very small. T-70 as well. Managed, been deployed, took a few hits, but again, really to watch out for that pack, which is pretty much covering this entire area of battle very, very easily. So, we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. Anyway, a T-70 could flank around and knock out the Grenadier squad and possibly the scout car. MG also on standby. We also have the penal troops just lying in wait, taking the territory. Though the half-track's like, move up, I dare you. I'll take you on. Nope, looks like he moved up somewhere else. Yeah, the Volk squad's again providing the sight lines, I assume. Half-track moving back though a little bit. I'm assuming they're kind of watching out for the AT weapons, which in this case is just these guys. These guys with the AT rifles. They can shred light armor and do quite a nasty bit to medium and even heavy tanks. So we'll see how things go. Far right, the Germans have laid defensive line, though it looks like they're prepping for a major assault. If the pack gun can open fire on the T-70, that could be... Yep, there we go. That would be a win, because then that thing's damaged. The scout car can pretty much move up unopposed, because you don't really want to move the T-70 up with an active scout car, because it can still do damage to the scout car, and that could be very bad. On the far left, at least the Germans have their fuel. They don't have the star, but on the right side, they're getting back the star, so looks like it's going to be a pretty damn close fight. They are putting a lot of pressure on the allies through the capture points. Wow, Sniper got deployed and immediately got wrecked. Almost died. Very lucky it got out in time. T-70 showing like, hey, back off, scout car. And that pack gun, very surprised, did not move up. I would have moved it up slightly to kind of cover more of this angle. I don't think he's going to come this way. Even if he does, you have the Grenadier squad here, which will Panzerfaust it. Prodigy went with the Elephant Jaeger armor. This could be good if he has support with it. If he deploys it by itself, which I'm assuming he won't. It could be very bad for flanking. We also have Tim going guard rifle. Nice mixture. More of, again, a random mixture of troops. But hey, if you like these units, good for you. Or can use them effectively. Meanwhile, on the far right, we have smoke being deployed. A lot, I do mean a hell of a lot of troops moving on up in an effort to take the position. Oh boy. I'm assuming that smoke was from the half-track, because I'm not seeing any mortars or anything along those lines, which could have really deployed smoke. Nice fire grenade around the MG34, though he's like, I'm just going to back out. I'm just going to move back. I'll be fine. Meanwhile, this MG is going on the flank, but the Panzer headquarters and the half-track are just going to shred this thing very quickly. I don't even think it's going to be able to escape. I think, we'll see. Oh, it's going to be close. Nope. It will not. It was just too much fire. 9 kills. Pretty good job so far. Half-track and opening fire on the building. And again, it still has the Panzer headquarters to kind of watch its back. But again, just gets it right outside the range. Panzer quarters might fire. Nope, it's just outside of it. So, will not, and they'll be able to escape. Meanwhile, in mid, we have some troops going on the flank, but the MG kind of stopped them right in their tracks. Scout car just getting some nice pop shots. And again, this scout car can be equipped with a spawn scope, so that'll increase its sight while stopped, which will help its infantry vehicles, MGs, etc. kind of hold the line. And that's why the pack gun is able to fire at such a long range, because scout car wasn't moving, providing sight, and T-70 was able to flank. T-70 can do pop shots in Grenadier squad, doesn't really have the pack gun situated on the far right. He could move it up, but I think he's worried about these penal troop opening fire on it. On the far left, we have another T-70 moving on in, trying to get a kill on that Volk squad for Kenworth's like, back off now. They still have the fuel under their control, and with that Panzer headquarters there, I don't think the Soviets will be able to take it without knocking out that headquarters building first. He does have more men than Lead, but I feel like Lead still has a decent defense, and looks like the mines were able to stop a small push, so good for him. We have a German sniper now, interesting. Gonna start picking off guys in the building, I assume. The T-70 moving up, being like, I'll kill a sniper, and the pack gun's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Very lucky wasn't hit again. Anyway, just slowly being hit in the building. The only sniper I would say is, it sucks in versing with buildings, is weirdly enough, the British sniper, which you would figure a guy that can fire an armor-piercing sniper rifle wouldn't have a big of an issue firing inside of a building. You think he would actually have a better shot of hitting people in a building because he can fire through the wall. But I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, I always find the accuracy on that unit just being very poor. In any case, we can see here the Prodigy is moving up. Now, he is pretty much equal to Tim. Tim, however, has gotten an SU-76, again, to counteract the scout car. Oh, looks like they detonated a mine. Good job. Let's see, Prodigy has enough to where he could deploy a Panzer IV, Stu, Goswind. We have the Panzer headquarters out, but it doesn't look like he is anywhere near getting an armored tank, at least for a little while. We had some mines there, sniper picking off some guys. Also, the pack gun moved up with the scout car, so we can just open fire on all these troops. We have something. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, something's going down. We have a big counterattack going on. He really needs the MG over here. MG still okay, MG's kind of facing this general direction. Grenadiers holding the line for as long as they can. They do have the MG42 upgrades that makes them very efficient at killing these penal troops. Forgot to retreat right there. Yep, they're trying to kill the AT gun, and it looks like they will with the satchel. Oh, it's barely clinging on. Now, this armor could move up, but I still would be very cautious. No, actually, I wouldn't. He doesn't have any major AT. The Volk squad's in half-track coming in, though the Su-76 could counter. So he has to worry about that, although they recon this sector so they can identify major targets. Prodigy definitely took some hits on that. I'm not going to deny it. But his sniper and his remaining forces did do a decent enough job providing a counterattack to the Soviet forces in the sector, which has so far held him off. Man, that was a good flip on his part. Do you see that flip? He kind of like did a really good jump up. Anyway, half-track also fighting the infantry, and even with the AT, that half-track has done wonders holding that stuff back. Meanwhile, on the far left, we still have that MG over here, holding back the Volk squads, but that being said, we can see that he's moved up, and why the... Oh my god, he's... support gun's right next to this, so it actually just hit the Panzer headquarters. That's pretty fucking hilarious. He's slowly killing his own building. Just reminding you guys, even top tier players can fuck up now and again. Oh my god. Is he going to slowly kill his building? That is incredible. That's incredible. He's slowly killing. I wonder if he'll lose his Panzer headquarters before he realized. Oh, nope, he realized. Fuck. Oh, well. He probably got the notification. Your Panzer headquarters is under fire. And he's like, what? That's not right. But in any case, we got Volk squads moving on in. Most likely they'll try to cap it, but with that MG there, he's going to need to reuse his support gun, hopefully not hit his own building, and take that position. Meanwhile, the Soviet player on left needs to heal his men and his armor, which should allow this guy, Prodigy enough time to kind of reinforce and hold this front line. Now, I still think it's anyone's game. Both armies have a decent army in terms of both armor and infantry, so either side can move in. Also, if like they both combine, they could possibly one-shot. More likely Prodigy than Lead, because they feel Lead's more dug in on the right, but that's just me. Also, the armor gameplay I've seen of Lead has been slightly better than Prodigy, though we'll see how things go for this round. More mines being deployed. Troops trying to cap some territory. Right now they are low on munitions, so they need to cap that. We have some forces just gathering, waiting for a counterattack, though, again, with the recon abilities of both this, seeing very, very far, the recon being deployed, and the sniper just flying away from the infantry. I feel like he's doing pretty well. Nice job with the guard troops trying to go in and try to fire a couple shots at the Panzer IV. Sniper, though, opening fire on the infantry and should hold that back.
I don't know about you, but I think it's going to be a Christmas miracle for Tim to break this line. It seems very fortified, especially.
Look, I'm just happy I got this rather than the last game, which had a priest going point blank, opening fire on a panther, and I was
just trying to imitate their cousin B4Chan, direct, close quarters fire.
Yeah, the problem is it's just can't do that. Just has a lot of trouble.
But if you believe, it will be a Christmas miracle.
I was waiting for the T-70 to move in and try
that. That T-70 is going to wreck those Volk.
Oh, yeah. It needs to, because right now the infantry keep being pushed back by the Grens and the snipers. So, meanwhile on the far right we have a big assault going on, but the MG defenses and most likely eventually the Panzer headquarters building is just stopping all those troops in their track. More likely, again, it's kind of a lost cause to keep fighting in this sector without major artillery or something. I get, you could say Greyshot is infantry, but unless you drop smoke or something to get close and then throw a bunch of satchels on this, it's going to be very difficult to kind of break this defensive line they have with the MG and the Panzer headquarters, along with the half-track. You just be very cautious. Now, it looks like the Su-76 or something did manage to put a shot into it, or the infantry kind of moving in, but it doesn't seem like it was enough to kill it, which allows it to still fire and play defense right around here. We had, looks like a bundle grenade go out. We have artillery coming in from the AT gun, which, again, good thing he has AT at the very least. Satchel pushing away the Obersoldaten, though, again, they don't really... Even though they're running onto the back to base, it's not too far from the front, so we'll see how things go. And it's not like the Soviets can redeploy any faster. They have to go all the way back to their base before they can counterattack. So we'll see. Right now, like, and also I feel like in the last game I did like a major like 1v1 game, the guy was like, "Oh, penals are so overpowered." And I'm looking at this, I'm like, no, they're not. They're really, really not. Anyway, Panzer IV lying in wait. I love it. Anyway, opening fire on the T-70. Pack gun also on standby. Fighting back against the Su-76. Pushing that sucker back. The armor's now gone, allowing the infantry to play. And this sniper, now at 20 kills, holding back at armed person rounds. Now opening fire as well. Managing to push back all the infantry and such. Hitting some of the rock, but hey, the line's holding. More AT forces coming on in. Half-track guarding a possible flank from occurring. Both forces seem to be kind of grouping up, maybe for a large counterattack against the Germans. This could be their last-ditch effort to really break them. The Germans,
yes, they're definitely going to be wishing for a Katyusha from Santa to break this lineup.
God damn it. Santa's not coming. His reindeer was shot down over Norway. Didn't you hear the report?
Listen. That Soviet can get some artillery maybe up using the remainder of his... Yes! Very nice.
Counteracting the MG. That should allow the infantry to move on in unopposed. Pack gun now have to rely on the sniper and the half-track, which... got damaged. Though Panther is coming in. Panzer IV trying to pull back slowly and just get some nice shots. Though Penal's coming in for the flank.
Those AT guns are getting some
if they
great
button
hits.
this... Oh, they did.
They buttoned it.
Boom! Panzer IV got crushed.
Boy, that Panzer commander's getting cold for Christmas.
That being said, a nice flank by his comrade, Led, is allowing the to put some pressure on the Soviet advance.
Su-76 pushing back the Panther. Very interesting that the Panther is not advancing, considering it's an Su-76.
Su-76s can be very annoying. Plus, if he pushes too much with a penal troop, or they could throw a satchel and kill him.
True, but...
So anyway, that MG managed to stop the most of the guards and penals from coming around the flank, rearranging his AT guns more defensive posture rather than on the offensive along the line, though some of his infantry are still there and holding through that heavy cover. AT guns still there, just kind of chilling. Soldaten also taking the point, allowing all the munitions and probably, the fuel and all the stars to go to the Axis, and giving that such a tremendous lead. The Allies, even though they still have a decently large army, are going to need to think of some way to counterattack. And this is a great example of having just base frontline troops more so than having more support. I know that Baby Cross has support units. We see here on Tim. He has a... Oh, now I want to see Tim. Tim, I mean, like, is not down per se, but he's not doing as well. It goes to show that maybe you need a nice mixture, and I feel like the Germans have that nice mix of both support and frontline infantry. Nice AT gun shot, not pushing back the half-track, though smoke kind of covers it. I just realized how many mines are in this sector as well, kind of showing that the Germans are well dug in. All right, they're still holding the line, at least the Germans are, and slightly putting more pressure, though the Soviets are coming in for a counterattack, pushing a hard left flank along with a lot of infantry and whatnot. It's their last push. They need to capture territory. Though Panzerwerfer is opening fire. Hopefully, maybe he just blobbed. Oh, but wow, nice. Some of the metal railings kind of blocked their shots, and they moved out of the way. Good job. Soldaten opening fire, trying to pick off some Germans in the Soviets in the background. Oh, hi, Cat. You come over here to help with the replay. You want to say anything? You can say the Soldaten's fucked, huh? That's a lot of penals and guards, huh? Well, thanks, Cat. My cat literally just crawled on my lap, so I was like, oh, I came here to help. Blob, yak. Really, Led? I mean, yeah, they are kind of grouped up. Katyusha opening fire. The Germans do have their forces spread out, but that being said, the Soviets are counterattacking pretty damn hard. Though they're attacking with less men. We have a Sturm Tiger now deployed. Didn't expect that. Elite armored. Oh, interesting. We got also the Panther now healed with the half-track. Ready to go. Bunker's been deployed to kind of hold this position. Weird location, though I can see maybe why they did it. Kind of guard. Like, this is the most obvious way they come in, though I find it funny the Soviets did manage to take over this left-hand side. Sniper helping guard along with Grenadiers holding the flank. AT gun opening fire with artillery. Decent shot on the Grenadier squad, making them pull back, though we have the Maxim. Oh, sorry, MG-34. They stole the MG. Though, again, they equipped it with the Soviet men, so they get 6 men per squad instead of, 4. Sturm Tiger only kills 2 guys, I believe, but manages to push them back, so that's positive. Takes out all their health. I love the fact that, oh look, Only a couple kills and you actually increased veterancy. Thank you, Relic. At least I think they did that. But in any case, they're still trying to hold. That MG needs to retreat. Now, up to Vet 3, 35 kills. Wow, very nice. Half-track being deployed. This half-track has been, like, the pro, like, defense of the game. It's like, hold the line! We must stop the Soviets from getting the capture point. Sir, why doesn't it matter if they get capture point? We need to really just, you know, take out their major cities and their, you know, resource connections. It doesn't matter. We need these points for this stupid reason. Any case, Soviet forces going in for a large flank. Brumbar being pushed back by ET. As much as I give... Oh, Snurvik strike coming in. Soviet Air Force gonna try to give him hell. Yeah, this should be interesting. Hang the AT guns. Though again, AA is currently going off. Katusha opening fire, knocking out the MGs. This could be a large Soviet counterattack. Both MGs are neutralized, cutting off. Oh my god, and now stolen by the Soviets. Plane crash in the distance, although the other plane still... The other plane is not up. Bulk squads on standby, trying to give one last hold. Good artillery hit by the AT gun, managing to break up a lot of the health and infantry in that, like, small little blob. Soviets giving one hell of a fierce counterattack, but alas, their infantry's back. The SU-76 barely hanging in there. AT guns still opening fire. Germans coming bringing in a lot of AT guns. They need something major to hold that stuff back. Unfortunately, most of the penal AT units are on the far left. The Panthers going in, really nothing stopping it. No mines have been placed, nothing in the sector, so this Panther's just going to walk in and kill a lot of forces. Wow, T-70 getting a penetration on the Panther. Not enough. AT gun going to fire probably one last shot at it. Nope, it's going to retreat. And actually neutralized by the Soldaten. Panzer for opening fire. Swinging over here. You're kind of missing the blob. Trying to move in to hit the Panther, but you need to button it with the guard troops, then throw the satchel on it, but we're just not seeing that. Do you have the munitions for it? Baby Cross, we have the munitions for it. Oh, nice sniper shot. Arm piercing round. 45 kills with that sucker. Wait, hit the dirt. Oh, he doesn't have DP rounds. Okay, that makes sense. He doesn't have the DP rounds. Wow, very lucky. He took the AT gun, but alas, the sniper's picking him off. Storm Tiger's like, fuck no, you're not taking that. And the Soviets gave one hell of a fierce counterattack, but alas, I don't think they'll be able to keep things up. Katusha now opening fire on the sniper. Gets a little bit of health damage, but it doesn't look like any rocket's going to kill it. Managing to walk out of there just fine. Wow. That was a damn fierce counterattack. I think the Soviets might have had that if they would have had some infantry. It's still over here to stop that Panther from charging. If they would have crippled that Panther, they might have been able to pull this off. But from what I can see, I don't know. We have medical supplies going out, so it's going to slowly heal. They're going to decap the point in an attempt, but the Germans are also decapping this point. Right now, manpower-wise, the Germans easily outnumber the Soviets. And they really don't have enough for another, like, Snurvik strike or anything. They're going to try decap, and that's going to cost more manpower. Crossfire 1v3. What are you talking about? By the way, I have to give it, like, each side has gotten one unit. This half track has been, like, the supreme unit holding off the Soviets, while the Sniper and Prodigy has been great. Although the Grenadiers also, look at the kills on these guys. Pretty damn good across the board. The Sniper up to 50 kills. Holy God, that's a thorn in someone's side right now. Oh, actually, these two's side. Both these guys. Storm Tiger just going to finish off this poor guard troop. Oh, no, barely makes it. None of the men died, but by God, they're low on health. AT gun opening fire on the armor, pushing on in. But I feel like this is the moment where, unfortunately, the Soviets just don't have anything left in the tank to really continue the fight. They're currently down, throwing satchel up, yeah, forcing retreat. AT gun and SU-85 will hold them back, don't get me wrong, but the sniper and everything's been picking off the infantry. I can say the Soviet forces have been pretty vetted and have done pretty well. Really, you surrender? I'm sorry, you leave? Jesus Christ, I never understand that. Just get the points. But in any case, damn good game across the board. Let's double check overall damage. We can see your Baby Cross got most damage and kills. If I had to say anything about the Soviets, I would probably have stated, like, if one of them is going T-70, it was probably a dumb move for the other player to as well get a T-70 and SU-76. It probably would have been smarter to cooperate, and then one person tried to rush for that better armor. That might have helped out. Prodigy got most damage and kills. Yeah, his grenadiers and snipers were doing fantastic work at just destroying the enemy. Then not saying that Lud did bad by any stretch of the imagination. No, his half-track and good gameplay managed to keep majority of his units alive and hold back an enemy that technically had better units than him for a decent chunk of the time. So, yeah, it was just a hard issue to really break lead over here. The most damage that happened to his Panzer headquarters was from his own unit. But it's one of those situations where it's like, you tried, you did your best, but alas, just didn't really work out. But it was a good, fierce counterattack. I wasn't expecting you guys to do that much damage to the Germans, but it seemed for a moment that you guys had it. You guys could have turned the tide. But in any case, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and send in those replays. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Rifle, JP Val, JustThomasPlays, jrchicklis, Streakingwookie, Matthew Leppen, Milam, Onlyplayapples, WhiteHotD, sgtMcPain, Ollie, Delta, Joey, Ace, Jordan Savat, RASpawn, Nathan Angus, Aaron Yee, Tim, and of course, Leo Lou. Thank you all for your amazing support, and I'll see you all next time.